Hello everyone and welcome today. And today we are back again to Tokyo Big Site and a new expo. So maybe today I'm very excited because there is one of the very exciting event that is going to happen today. Actually, we are going to visit uh, the International Exhibition of Robotics. So it's one of the biggest robotics expo in Japan. So we can find like most of the biggest robotics companies in Japan and around the world. They are going to come today and they're going to present the latest technology in this field. So let's go and see. Biggest producer of an industrial robot in the world. So actually, Japanese companies are very famous in developing those industrial robots. So in this expo, I have seen many Japanese companies, especially like Yaskawa, Kawasaki, Yamaha, Fanuc, and they are all developing state-of-the-art industrial robot. And there are also some other small companies that are also developing like ARM robot. So the new development in this field that actually focusing more on making like very precise motion for those arm robot, and they are being used in many applications, especially like automotive industry. But recently, I have seen many companies are trying to develop new system for de- electronics and manufacturing. So they are can have very accurate movement, and even sometimes that I've seen one company that they are is developing like a moving base, and it can keep the end effector very fixed in one location. One of the biggest companies that are developing industrial robot is Fanuc. So Fanuc is the biggest producer of industrial robot, and they are having different type of industrial robot from like serial manipulator, parallel manipulator, and even though they have the biggest industrial robot in the world, so this industrial robot can lift almost 2 tons, 2,000 kilograms. So this is the biggest industrial robot in the world. And in addition to that, they also have their own collaboration robot. So actually, Fanuc is one of the first companies that develop collaboration robot that can work and collaborate with workers. So this considered to be the future of the industry, like the collaboration between human and robot. So Fanuc actually is not the only one. There's also like Universal Robot, which is a Danish company. It's one of the famous companies that develop those collaboration robots, and it becomes very advanced. And there are so many other companies that they are developing. Like Rethink is also one of the famous companies that are developing industrial robot, and we can see that it's become very reliable to work in human environment. It can even interact with other machines, like humans, and those kind of collaborations are becoming very safe. Like it can interact with the humans, it have a very safe system. So we can see this robot is very safe to interact, can just stop directly if you come very close to the robot. So actually those collaboration robots are becoming very easy to collaborate with human and very safe to interact with. Also, like in the expo, I have seen many companies are developing logistic robot system, mostly for warehouses. So because now like logistic sector is becoming a very active sector, and so many companies are trying to automate to increase efficiency. So mostly they rely on like mobile robot system to deliver like the goods and materials, and also they are using some arms for lifting. So it's a combination between mobile robot and an arm lifting, and also like with the implementation of AI system, big data, we can manage like very big warehouses. So now like many companies are trying to develop those like kind of advanced system for e-commerce companies and like big warehouses companies. So most of the companies are trying to rely on mobile robot system. So some companies are trying to develop those small mobile robot system to deliver goods. So mostly they are like an AGV. Mostly they are can know their location either by reading the barcode or maybe equipped with a sensor. So like this company is they rely on the sensor on the ground. So this system is very easy to make and combine. And also like some other companies are trying to develop very big mobile robot system for like controlling the movement inside the big warehouses. So like this big robot can bring the shelves to the workers, so the workers can just pick up the item that he need. So most of the e-commerce companies, especially like Amazon, they are relying on this kind of mobile robot system to deliver goods in a highly efficient way and very fast way. So it's a very reliable system. Some other companies also now are trying to develop like this handling materials, so it can pick up the materials from the boxes by using robot. So you don't have to employ workers. So in this way you can increase the efficiency. Some other companies are trying to focus more on developing an easy use software system. Like these companies, they make a very easy use software system. You just can put the blocks and connect them together, and with the use of a camera it can scan the materials and just pick up all of the materials. So they're becoming a very reliable system. Some other companies are trying to make new advanced system. Like this company is called Tokyo Robotics is developing like a big gripper that based on a mobile robot system. So this one are using to maybe move big boxes. So it's a very reliable advanced system for like small warehouses. You can deliver it all autonomously. So it can pick up the boxes and arrange it in order. Some other companies are trying to develop something for the future, like Kawasaki. They are developing new robot system for the future. So this robot can pick up the boxes, arrange it, even it can go through the door, put the box inside the delivery robot, so it can be delivered to its final location. So this is still like for the future, but some companies are trying to develop it from now. So we have seen like a lot of robots application for industrial application and also like logistic application. So what about other like sectors like a service robot? There is a number of companies that are developing delivery robot system for like a restaurant and cafe. So this is one of the Chinese companies that are developing this kind of system. There's also like a Japanese companies is developing also a delivery robot system, but they are making it more luxurious for like high standard hotels or maybe luxurious restaurant. There's also like some other companies are trying to develop like intelligent system for cafes and restaurant to prepare drinks and food. So this company has presented its system, which is rely on like programming those robot manipulators to maybe prepare some cakes for like a cafe. So this kind of system will expected to grow in the coming years because many kind of cafes and restaurants are trying to automate its workers to make more efficient work with low cost. So Japan actually need a lot of this kind of system because of the shortage of labor in Japan. Similar to the delivery system, there are also some other companies are trying to develop like delivery not inside building but actually on the street. So this is a Japanese company called ZMB. It's trying to develop an autonomous delivery system that can deliver to houses. So actually now are testing with the Japan Post to deliver postal mail into houses. Also, some other companies are trying to develop something else for like a rescue and maintenance. So this company is developing this robot to be used for maintenance. So you can with a camera on the top, you can check airplanes and also very high ceiling building. Another company is also developing something similar, but this one is equipped with an arm. So the robot on the top can maybe make some maintenance, and it could be controlled by an operator, and the operator can see the things from the cameras on the robot. So those are newly advanced systems. Also, we have seen the introduction of Spot. Actually, Boston Dynamics are one of the advanced robotics companies in the world, and they have been developing those select robots for almost 20 years. But now it's become commercially available to be used for different applications, for like inspection, maintenance. They can add an arm on the top to pick up things. So it could be used for so many applications, so many tasks. And also we have some companies are trying to develop a new system for agriculture. So this is still in its early stage. Many companies now are still developing in the test research and development phase, but it is expecting to grow rapidly in the coming year because of the demand of such kind of a system. So now we have finished our visit to the expo. It was almost a fantastic 4 days visit. This expo just finished today, and actually we have seen there's a huge development in the robotics technology development during compared almost to 10 years ago. Actually, I have been visiting this expo for the last 10 years since 2011. And at the beginning, it used to be only focusing on the industrial application, but now I have seen there is a huge advancement in logistics sector. So there are so many companies that are entering into this field, developing technologies and system for logistics center, especially like warehouses, distribution center. And also we have seen the implementation of AI technology in the robot system. So, and also there are some companies that they are developing also Internet of Things. So I've seen one company is trying to develop an app that you can control a robot through the internet. So it's always a fantastic system for the remote work. So you can just stay at home, you log on to this internet, and you can control the robot in your lab or maybe your factory or any place that you want to work in. And actually there is also a huge implementation in the service sector. There's one company is trying to develop robot for food industry. Mostly you can have this cafe and the robot can maybe make everything. And also there have been some small advancement in the agriculture sector. It's still very few, but I think agriculture sector maybe could be the future, because there are a lot of shortage labor in this sector. So I have seen there's a huge advancement in this field, and I believe that there are going to be a huge implementation of robot into so many industry in the world, especially with advancement in collaboration robot. I think the robot will become more close to human and could be used in so many tasks in either for industry or maybe non-industrial application. See the last Robot Expo of 2019. So please check this video. So and I hope like you can see you again in some other video. So thank you for watching and goodbye.